Welcome back to the show, and it's great to have Rosanna Faraci joining us again. How are you?
How are you, Rosemary?
I'm amazing. How are you two troublemakers going?
How are we looking? How are we looking?
Fresh.
Amazing.
Amazing.
How about the berry of beef?
So tell us what's going on with your show.
Well,
right?
as you know, I've been doing my own segment, Out and About,
Yep.
because I have so much content and I come across so many people. And I was fortunate enough to interview someone I grew up listening to, Matt Goss from
Yeah.
Bros.
When will I be famous?
Exactly. They made that song about you.
Thank you. I finally got there 35 years ago too. I used to put that song when I was 16.
What was your favourite Bros song?
Ooh, probably. I like Cat Amongst the Pigeons. You know,
Or Drop the Boy.
Drop the Boy's a good one.
That
Drop
was
the
a
Boys
good
are
one.
right. That's-
Yeah.
I like When Will I
Yeah.
Be Famous.
They had some great hits.
But it's really funny because I remember buying his album, and when I went to Vegas to interview him, they put me in the front row and he was singing, and he started singing about my legs. Like, he definitely
legs?
knows how to
Whoa.
make me blush. And then I finally got to interview him, and he's very charming. And
Well, I think there was a bit of chemistry there, and we're about to find out.
We
So let's
think
have a
you might
look.
have got the second base.
you started at such a young age. You were 17 years old and selling 17 million albums worldwide when you were doing Bros. So I guess it comes naturally to you. What were your best memories from that era?
I think Bros was something that is almost undescribable. It was called Bros Mania for a reason.
Yeah.
That we really didn't go anywhere without creating absolute mayhem.
Yeah.
And I think, thinking back on it, I think that's exactly how a band should be. I mean, Bros created absolute mania wherever we went, Australia included. In fact, Australia is some of the
You have to
craziest,
come back there.
craziest. I'd love to come back to Australia. I miss my Australian fans very, very much.
Yeah, you're unstoppable. Everything you touch turns to gold. You've also done your own autobiography, which was a bestseller, and
Right.
a kid's book.
Yeah, that's one of the loves of my life. I lost my mother fairly recently. For me, it's 3 years ago, and I think that one of the things she made me promise was that I would release Bear Crimbo, and it's such a beautiful story and illustrated. I designed the characters myself, but it was illustrated by a wonderful artist called Melanie Florio, and just the illustrations alone took 1.5 years because they're all oil paintings.
Wow.
Which and I have them here, and I feel like it's not about just diversifying; it's also about words. I love the use of words, and this story in particular is very, very inspired on loyalty and selflessness. And I feel like there's plenty of wacky characters out there, but this is a classic story designed for a mother or a father individually to read to their kids 7-10 days before Christmas, and have a tradition. And
What I have read about you is you're one of LA's most eligible bachelors.
Yeah.
You were voted sexiest man alive. You're single. So what are the top 3 things you look for in a woman, for all the ladies listening out there?
I mean, I didn't write any of that. First of all,
He put in the votes himself.
I didn't mind. Yeah, I have a very small family, so that doesn't even count either. But I think I'm allergic to arrogance. I love humility. I love women that have a sense of vulnerability as well as strength. And I think strength is a very important ingredient in a relationship, because you need that for many things. Like, the thought of having a partner that's strong, that encourages you, and vice versa. I want to lift my woman up to the heights that she can't even imagine. But I would also love to be able to absolutely collapse, being a strong man, collapse on her beautiful soft bosom.
Very transparent
plural.
of you. I love your honesty.
And surrender, and have a woman that's strong enough to know that that's just a moment in time and I need that. So that's one thing. I think to all-encompassing description would be a very kind heart and a dirty mind. So I think I want
Okay, you heard it straight from the horse's mouth.
kind, beautiful woman with a dirty mind. My number is 318.
I don't even know what to say. Okay.
Instagram, Matt Goss, Twitter, Matt Goss. Yeah.
And
Do you have a dirty mind?
maybe.
There's no maybe.
I think there's a time and place.
Listen, I'm sure
Balance,
the fellas
balance
watching. I'm
is
sure the
the-
fellas watching this want to know. You definitely have a kind heart. So the conversation's there. But do you have a dirty mind?
Maybe. Definitely at times, but it's about balance.
See how it goes, fellas?
Now you've made
she
me
expects
blush.
she expects a complete straight answer. But she's like,
No, of course, like, there's a time and place.
Of course. When's the time and the place? I'm not letting this one go.
Yeah, you've got me there.
Okay.
Yeah, no, of course.
So for the viewers, the little veins come out there.
I'm just like, yeah.
Giveaway.
You did make me blush. I like that. Not many people make me blush, and you did make me blush at the show.
Good, I did.
Very flattering
You
and good
did.
singer.
You did blush.
But yeah.
We can only come to Australia if you want to see us play. I can assure you, the 2 shows we just did at the O2 sold out 2 nights, 18,000 people each night. It was the most incredible weekend of shows. If you want us to come to Australia, just please let yourself be heard on our social media, and also then the way it works is promoters need to know that there's an audience there. Unfortunately, that's the way it works. And me and my brother don't want to bring a half-assed version of our show. We want to bring the full show to Australia. We don't want to do it any other way. And that's our right. We want to bring the full production to Australia.
Rosie, I think
Something happened there.
Chops on, mate. Chops on.
It's really funny. I'm really good at keeping a poker face, but I was lost for words.
Was it pants off Wednesday?
And, you know, when he said time and place, I was just like, I honestly didn't. And it was the one take.
Did you feel like saying right here, right now?
He
long as we get
is
free
so
tickets.
charming, cheeky, witty.
Sexual.
He's naughty, but I'm not complaining. It made it a fun interview. And
We saw you bluffing.
I'm blushing now.
That's because you're next to me.
We did keep in contact, and I was in Vegas recently, but he was busy working, so I didn't get to catch
Rosie
up.
did a great job. Thank you for coming on the show once again.
My
and
pleasure.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure you check out our socials, theplatformtv.net, and see you next week. Thanks for watching.
See you next week.